Ladies and gentlemen, you have one thing I'm gonna ask you to do, and I need you to do it right now. And I mean right flipping now. If you don't do it right now, I'm not gonna continue the video. What that thing is subscribing to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are working our way to 60 freaking thousand subscribers, and we are crushing it. You guys have been super dope. So if this video hits 1,000 likes, I swear on my life, I'll make more. Sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and kind of talk about what we're going to be doing today. Ladies and gentlemen, as you saw from the title, I don't know what the title was. I didn't make it up yet. As you saw from that darn title, we're doing something having to do with solos in Warzone. So I'm going to be breaking down a solo Warzone gameplay, and we get nasty in this gameplay. Things get a little scary, a little weird, but I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, and I think this is going to be super helpful for you. So if you do go on to enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, please drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and make sure that you turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. You can also follow me over on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the way up until 2, which is when the videos go live over on the tubes, or this place right here, which is where you're at currently. And then last but not least, feel free to follow me over on Twitter, join my Discord. As always, links are always, you know, down below. Always. Anyway, let's do that thing I said we were gonna do about 30 seconds ago. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the plane. We're about to dive down. You guys know the spot. I love this very specific spot. We call it the Expel's condominiums. I don't know what we call it. Whatever. Just call it something having to do with me, because this is my spot, dadgummit. This is the SOS buildings, and I like to land on the apartment complex. It's really one of my favorite places to land. So that's what you're gonna see here. One of the big reasons I decided to go here a lot of the time is because they usually have either a bounty or a, you know, a search or a scavenger, if you will. But in this case, I died by this guy with a pistol because I'm an idiot. Don't want to talk about it. The big thing you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, is if you die off the rip, you've always got an opportunity for a comeback. You're not losing too much as long as it's right off the rip. But right here, we're taking it slow as we push up the center, looking around to see if we can find the guy that is in here with us. So I'm looking around. I toss a little flashbang. Don't see him, so we toss a molly over at the other side, and for some reason, he's not here. I have no idea what's going on, so I pushed to the back. He was AFK. He was just AFK. So we're gonna start coming back in. We're trying to decide where we want to go. So I know that guy is over there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of pissed that this guy killed me. It was in a weird way, and if you're wondering, the way that I died right there is that I put in quite a few bullets, but it wasn't enough. So it was just a little weird in my mind. But then I got stuck on the wall because I was trying to hit spacebar. I was trying to jump off the side, and it just didn't work. So I felt like a big dummy right there, but it's okay. It's okay. There's always an opportunity for a comeback, especially when you die off the rip. Now, a lot of people I know just kind of leave the game immediately if they die. And a lot of the times I'll do that just because I have a specific way that I want to play. And if it doesn't work out that way, then, you know, I feel there's no need in playing. But in this case, you guys are going to see me play it out, and we're going to absolutely crush it this game. So I'm looking around, and the first thing that I do is I like to loot, and this is something that I've been asked to leave in my games, is how Expel, how do you loot without people, you know, coming and killing you? Well, I just loot. I don't get what the issue is. Like, where, if you're landing somewhere that's really hot, stop. Like, that seems to be the biggest issue that I've come across, is someone's, you know, always looting somewhere hot. But right here, I know that there's a guy on my bounty. I grabbed the bounty because I need that quick cash. It's gonna be 8 grand if I kill this guy, so I want to make it happen. So I throw on dead silence and start pushing up inside this building. I don't see him when he's in, or whenever I get up the staircase, but I hear, I'm listening closely, that he's right up there. So I'm gonna do something we like to call a pro gamer move, which is kill the guy outside first, who I've still not figured out what he was doing. I think he was trying to get through the little path right there, but it's fine. But I saw that guy over on the UAV, not the UAV, the radar, and he came up quick, and it was a bad idea because anybody running a car is going to immediately get destroyed. But I'm hearing bullets fly like up above me, so I know the guy's above me, and I'm waiting to see if he's gonna come down. We're taking it slow right here, and we're just gonna wait and see if he's gonna drop down. But he doesn't drop down, so I slowly make my way up the ladder. He thinks he can catch me off guard, but he doesn't. So I push back. He throws a C4. We're rotating back around. We go downstairs. We start throwing in our plates. The guy comes back in. And I'm able to just absolutely crush his hopes and dreams right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, right here, I gotta keep in mind what I heard just a second ago, right? We heard some guys shooting over at the man that was on the roof, or in this case, Mara. So I'm looking around, checking to see if there's anything else I need. I realized that I have $11,000. I also know that I killed the guy outside and I never checked for his loot. But my biggest concern right now is the people that shot at me. So I check over that way. Sadly, that guy's made his way around. I'm one shot right now. If I get hit with one bullet, I'm pretty much dead. So I start healing up my plates. I hit the corner where they can't see me through the window. And I want to check and see if this guy's going to come up the staircase. So I'm going to wait and wait and wait. I'm out of plates. I got to see if this guy's going to push up because, you know, it's the only opportunity that I have to kill him. So I'm sitting here waiting. I check my backside to see if he's moving around outside. He's not moving around outside. So I don't know what to do. But I just keep looking outside. I keep peeking the things that I think I need to peek. But in this case, he's not here. So I'm going to go up top here, see if I can find the guy and figure out where he's at and kill him. But I don't see him. But I'm going to mark the guy that I saw on the mini map and start looking over there as well. Now, this is 2 people. I don't want to get caught off guard by 2 people. I got this guy right here. I'm going to go ahead and pop some shots because I have no idea where the other guy's at. And I'm trying to get his attention, right? You see, as soon as I start popping shots, I start looking where he shot me from. I'm looking around to see if I can grab him and get the kill easily. Luckily, I catch him right here. It's an easy clap with my mini Uzi, and we're all clear. So I've got 12 grand. At this point, I'm like, you know what? The heck with it. I need to get my class. I need to get out of here. I need to get some plates. There's a lot of stuff that I need right now. I start looking around to find some sort of buy station, and I find one over at train station. Now, the biggest thing for me is trying to find one that I know isn't going to be super hot. But in this situation, sadly, we got stuck with one that's going to be at buy station. So I'm forced to push over to buy station and do my best to get this loadout as fast as I possibly can. At this point, I'm getting shot at by somebody with a sniper. So I'm going to jump out, get a little bit of cover, grab some cash, grab another bounty, and see if there's another guy around me. It's not going to show me a guy that's super, super close. So I'm not going to worry too much about going in here and just going ahead and grabbing my stuff. But I see that there's something on the ground that someone's already bought, probably a UAV if I had to take a guess. So I grab my loadout drop. But first things first, we want to go ahead and throw on our plate because keeping your health up is the most important thing. And I'm going to tag to see how far away this guy is on the map. Now, while this loadout's coming down, you saw that I ran over and I looked at the top of the building to see if I could find him. Didn't see him. It's really far away, so I have no idea as of now where the bounty is at. But I do know that I've got an $8,400 bounty. We can make $8,400 off of this bounty, and that is absolutely insane. So we're going to start pushing this direction, and I'm going to see if I can get a kill on this guy that's on top of the roof. Now, my weapons in this gameplay that you guys are going to be seeing is going to be the MP7 as well as the Growl. These 2 weapons I'm playing for accuracy. And right here you can see I'm starting to look around to try and find the guy that was on that roof. I see that there's, you know, something on the roof. Want to double check and see if I can pick it up. Not worth it. So I come back over and look over the edge here, and we're not seeing him, but I'm going to sit here and hold and hold and hold. And we see him pop up at the top right there. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing, to be entirely honest. I'm just like chilling. Okay. I think I was reading chat. This is during a live stream, but I was reading chat. I saw the guy that was up there. I'm checking the heartbeat to see how close he is. I see that the loadout drop's coming down, and he's about 11 meters from me. But I know he's up top, so I'm gonna start pushing over to check and make sure he's not gonna jump off the building. I check the heartbeat. It says he's 23 meters out, and I catch him coming down, flying off the rooftop, and this is going to be an easy kill for me because he doesn't know that I'm here. Now, the weird thing is I've got him, like, red on the bounty, so I don't know why he wouldn't assume that I wasn't, like, right beside him, but it's all good. We're going to grab our ghost class because you guys know, you saw that we had the overkill class, so that's kind of like the thing that I like to do. I like to grab a overkill class and then a ghost class. That way, you know, I'm all set for the game. I have both my weapons immediately, and you know, a minute later I end up grabbing some sort of ghost class anyway, so it's not a big deal to me. A lot of people fuss about this in the comments of a lot of my videos. They're like, hey, why don't you just immediately grab a ghost class and then switch out for your other weapon later on? And it's like, well, here's the thing. I'm not super concerned about people finding me because I want those kills. You know, if people are pushing me, as long as they're not catching me off guard, I'm fine. And yeah, I'm gonna get caught off guard every once in a while, but as long as you're checking around you, looking around for your surroundings, you will be fine. As you can see here, we're pushing over to try and grab this bounty. I'm 100% playing for bounties in the early game because I like to play for cash. I can't stress this enough. Cash is king in the game. And if you guys are not playing for cash, you are doing it wrong. Unless you're really, really, really bad, which in that case, hey, do your thing, bro. I'm just trying to I'm out here trying to help you guys get better. You know what I mean? So we're going to push over with our vehicle and see if we can find the guy. I catch him going up the hill here. We're going to jump out of the vehicle. I'm going to kill him with the MP7 as he, for some reason, tries to throw C4s at a car that's 200 meters away from him. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But I'm going to blow up the C4 because I don't want, for some reason, them to blow up or somebody to shoot them while I'm running by. I grabbed the guy's cash, which, by the way, was $12,000. So that's going to put me at a healthy 28 grand. And now I'm getting shot by somebody else. So we've got to kind of do some evasive maneuvers. I see him right there. And I decided to go ahead and jump out of the car where he can't see me and throw on some plates. That way I can continue to ride around without him killing me basically in one shot. Because I'm not sure if he has an AR or a sniper because he only took 2 plates. But I'm assuming it was a sniper in this case, and that's what I have to do for most of the time. But I'm going to go ahead and pop some shots on the guy just to get him scared and let him know, hey, man, probably not a good idea to shoot at me. Now, a lot of people aren't going to do this, but let me explain to you why I do this. Whenever you get in the upper echelon of players, you know, you have one of 2 kinds of players. You have the campers that got there because their KD's high because they sat in a corner and waited for people to push, which if they just began, they're going to have a higher KD. And then you also have the players that are more experienced, know how to use their guns and stuff like that. I'm going to jump out of the car right here, by the way, because I saw a guy up on the roof. I trust my aim. I'm going to start popping some shots. This guy I saw had an RPG. I'm going to throw down a precision airstrike because I don't want him to blow up my car. And I'm checking to see where the door's at. Now, at this point, I'm getting sniped at. I heard it in my headset. I'm gonna start rotating around. I see a vehicle over here, guy on a quad, and he just about gets absolutely destroyed. He switches into a Jeep, and then I see this guy over here that's sniping at me on the roof of the building beside Superstore, and I'm just gonna pop some shots at him. So right now, I'm like, the biggest issue in this game right now is that I've been engaged in so many fights at this point that it puts me in a tough spot. I know that there's a guy on the first roof that I saw. I know that there's a guy in the Jeep, which hopefully he's moving away at this point. Then we have the guy on the roof right now, which I'm trying to play. And the reason that I chose this guy is because he's the closest and he's the immediate threat, right? I want to go for whatever the immediate threat is, especially whenever it's somebody with a sniper, because that either puts them at an AR or an SMG as their secondary weapon there. They're not going to be able to switch very quickly because of that. And I'm going to slowly crouch up and see if I can catch the guy off guard. So I'm crouching up. I've got my heartbeat out. It seems like this guy's got his class. This is not just a random setup that he picked up off the ground. So I'm slowly pushing in. And fun fact, you actually do not make any noise when you climb up ladders until you get to about the very, very tip top. I don't know why it's like that, but it's a weird thing. And then I get absolutely just cracked by that guy's bouncing Betty or whatever it is, landmine. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a bouncing Betty, darn it. So I'm going to pick up a dead silence, which is actually going to come in handy pretty soon, I'm very sure. But we're looking around to see if there's anything that I could pick up, maybe like a plate or something like that. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. This guy's not worth it. We got to get out of here because I don't want that guy killing me. So I'm going to start rotating out because dead silence is going to make me entirely silent so I can get away from him. I was going to plan, but the way that he's sitting on the roof really puts me at a disadvantage in this scenario. So you just kind of have to keep that in mind. Like, if you trust yourself, feel free to give it a shot, but you're not guaranteed to come out with a win right there. Now, I see that there's a guy on the roof. I'm checking my heartbeat sensor. And I'm going to pull up my MP7 as I push through. I'm going to try not to make any noise. We're peeking doors. We're just going really slow, but also running whenever we're outside. Because when you're outside, it's much harder for enemies to hear you running around, especially those that are on the roof, probably over 50 meters away. So it's not a huge stressor. But I like to go ahead and push people on top of the roofs if I know that they're not super, super close. I also see that there's a plate over here, and I only have 2 plates right now because of the crack that I got on the bouncing Betty earlier. So at this point, we're going to slowly push in and see if we can find the guy. We see him up on the head glitch of that little corner right there, the little tower thing or whatever it is. And I'm going to wait for him to peek it one more time. Now, I see that he's 44 meters out. We're going to get a little bit of a higher head glitch, which isn't even a head glitch, really. I just hopped up top. And we're going to see if this guy's going to push. he hops behind the air conditioner there. So I'm going to go ahead and take high ground. Now I'm going to grab a head glitch. And I see the guy peeking out. I pop a few shots. We get his armor broken. He starts laying down and crawling back around. We're going to chuck a C4, cracks his armor. That C4 doesn't kill him because he actually has a little barricade there. Now this guy sitting with his barricade. Listen, dude, if you're going to put a barricade up, you're going to carry a barricade and put that up. Yeah, I'm going to sit there and let you kind of revive yourself a little bit. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve the fast treatment. You big fat loser with your barricade. Good gracious. Grab a dead silence, you loser. Anyway, at this point, we're on top of the building. We got 6 kills, 24 people left. I realized that the circle is really far away and the circle has just started moving in. We have 2.5 minutes, but I'm also still playing for kills and I'm worried that there's going to be someone else around here. So I'm checking my heartbeat, listening for the sound whenever I press the heartbeat. I don't know who that is and how they invited me to a party, but please don't do that ever, guys. Please don't send me friend requests. Please don't add me. I keep it open for the sake of my friends, but if you do that, I'm going to be forced to block you and slap you around in the face with a freaking piece of turkey. You know, just like a sliced turkey. So at this point, we've got $32,000. You know what we do when we get $32,000? We get 3 UAVs, or in this case, 4 UAVs, and we call them in for an advanced UAV. Now, on the UAV, currently, we see that there's a guy very, very close. And we're going to notice that he's actually inside the wall of the storage town. So we're going to slowly push in. I'm going to check and see how close he is. And as soon as he starts coming outside, you see I turn off the map. And absolutely binged. I mean, what else is there to say about that? Now, I'm checking that mini map as I push up. This guy's only got like $1,400 cash, so we're not stressing too much about money as it is, so it doesn't really matter in the first place. But at this point, I'm a little bit concerned about how many people are left with such a large circle. I mean, that's a huge circle for 19 people left. You have to keep that in mind, that people are probably going to be sitting in this circle. You know, that's the reason that these guys are probably alive, is because they are chilling. A lot of these people aren't going to have a ton of kills. You know, I've only got 7 and there's 19 left, and usually I'm rocking like 10 to 12 at this point. So it's a difficult thing to kind of figure out what you want to do. But right here, we're gonna start pushing in over here. I'm checking my heartbeat since I don't really want to use my UAV, but if I feel like I need to use my UAV, I may. So I'm just, you know, I'm holding on to the fact that the UAV's there. I've got a C4. I'm gonna pop some shots on this guy. He thinks he's cool. He's not as cool as he thought. He had a C4 on the vehicle. Fun fact. I wanted to kill him with his own C4. It just didn't work. One more shot would have done it, but it just didn't happen the way I wanted it to. So I'm gonna throw up this, the UAV. We're going to grab the cluster strike, and I'm going to start looking around to see if there's anybody here. We dead silence. We're going to start pushing in because I thought I heard somebody around here, which I did, which is right below me. Wait for the guy to get out in the open. We pop some shots. He gets downed. Easy peasy, lazy, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we kill him. Easy peasy. I was feeling a little toxic today whenever the day that I recorded this. So let's just not talk about the people that I let suffer on the ground. I know it's wrong, but it is what it is when you have a self-revive in solos, you know. If it was like duos or something like that, I'd probably put you out of your misery, but solos, I'm probably gonna let you lay on the ground for a minute. I'm just gonna be honest. It's just how I am. So we're running the edge here for just a little bit, and I marked where I knew that there was a guy on the map, but the reason that I unmarked it is because I knew the house that I had marked, and I didn't want to look at the window of that building and not be able to see the guy that I had originally placed a marker on. So we're going to start rotating around to the left side here, and the reason why I chose this is because there is a buy station. What that means to me is that I can grab more UAVs. I don't have to stress so much about not being able to find people. And at this point, I'm looking around, checking my sides. This is the thing you guys screw up on, okay? Let me kind of explain this. This is the issue that I see a lot of people just whining and fussing about in the comment section, and this is what you're doing wrong. When you push into somewhere and you say you're so tired of getting killed by corner campers, notice whenever I pushed up, I checked my left. That's what I did. That's all you have to do. Just check your sides, ladies and gentlemen. But right here, there's a guy up top. He's sitting at the very edge of the map. This is what I was talking about. People at this point are just going to be sitting the edge. They're a bunch of scaredy cats. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's just what happens whenever you get into the higher tier of players. Most of these people aren't going to be running around. They're sitting in a corner or sitting at the edge of the map because they want to just stay alive as long as possible and maybe get a couple more kills. But this guy gets behind the tree. I'm going to throw the cluster strike up because I want him to have to, you know, push out. And as soon as he does, I am prepared to go ahead and end his whole career. Now, I'm going to wait for that cluster to, you know, go ahead and finish up. And then I'm going to push to his body, grab whatever he has, and we're going to go from there. So now that the cluster is done, we're going to push up. I'm going to go ahead and grab everything that he has. And I noticed that the circle is in a kind of weird spot. But I want to check around on every angle. You see that I was checking the tower there because I figured if I called in a cluster, this guy might be looking to see if I'm here. And then I see an explosion down on the road below me, but I want to go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing, getting ahead of where I'm at. And I'm going to mark the building where I saw somebody, you know, show up on the map. So I'm checking over. I'm going to go ahead and push into this building. Just go ahead and get whatever is inside the building, and I'm gonna keep in mind that there's ammo in there just in case I need to go back to get it. And I catch that guy off guard going through the middle of the road, pushing into the guy that was inside the building, and we're able to get a pretty clean kill there. So we're sitting on 60 in our you know, in our AR because we just reloaded, and 190 other than that. But I want to check my left side. You saw that little peak there. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Check your surroundings. This is something that I have so many issues with people in the comments. For the love of God, this is something you need to pay attention to. When I'm playing, watch how I'm checking everything around me. I'm looking every angle. See the guy in the vehicle right here? I start popping some shots, unable to do anything, but I disabled the vehicle, cracking some more shots, and I actually broke his armor there. I'm gonna start backing up here and maybe see if this guy's gonna push forward. And then I'm like, you know what? I've got 131 bullets. This is a kind of tough situation here. So I'm looking down here and I'm like, you know what? I remember that there's some bullets in the building down below. So I'm going to go ahead and jump down. We're going to push over to the building. We're going to grab either 30 or 60 AR bullets out of this building. And as I'm pushing over, notice that I'm also checking my left-hand side here to see if this guy's actually going to push out. Now, like I said, a lot of the people at the higher KDs, they're going to be scaredy cats, dude. They're going to sit in the building. They're going to wait until the storm pushes them, and they're going to do that pinwheel rotation because they watch too much Iceman Isaac. Guys, listen. You're hearing these tips from me. You hear these tips from J God. You hear these tips from Iceman Isaac. You hear them from so many different people. Listen to the tips, but also do things for yourself. Understand that there's always going to be a guy like me in a lobby. And if there's not, good for you. It's going to work out. But some people are going to know how to beat you. And if you do not start thinking for yourself, instead of using all these tips that, you know, all of us creators are giving you, yes, use them, but add them into your gameplay. Don't make it your gameplay. Add them into your gameplay. So right here, as I'm pushing back up, you know, I got to get to the top here. And that's a quick little trick for you to get to this little area. But I do know that this guy's got to be pushing out, you know. I should be able to catch him, but I'm not finding him at this point. And then luckily, he comes out of the building right there. We're going to start popping shots. For some reason, he starts laying down behind that fence. He started laying down behind the fence, and that was just a super weird thing to do. But I do have the advantage over every single player in the lobby now because of my positioning. Notice I took the high ground. This is the biggest thing that you can take out of any content creator's video whenever it comes to tips is, you know, hold that high ground. Now right here, I am pushing over. I should have checked my left-hand side first, but I'm pushing over here because I'd already been up here. I'd already checked around, but you know what? Screw it. We're going to go back up top and we're going to check and make sure that nobody is behind me. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't want to get caught off guard. I notice that I've already pretty much checked this whole side just because of where the circle's at. They would have been forced to push into me. So I'm not stressing about it anymore. I know that there's a loadout down here. And if there's a loadout for one person, which is me, I'm sure there's a loadout for another one. So that was my initial thoughts. But this guy decides he's going to hide behind the rock and somehow call in a cluster strike on me. How? How did he do that without being able to see where I was at? I have no idea, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. This guy's going to go ahead and push out. Big mistake on his part because your boy's got a freaking growl. And he's going to slowly push down and sadly just get absolutely destroyed. Now I'm checking down below to see if someone's going to come out of that building because I know that the circle's coming in. I noticed that his supply drop actually broke, which I assume is actually what he was going for in that moment. He was hoping he could grab that, but sadly was not able to because I destroyed his hopes and dreams. Now we're sitting on 13 kills, 1 viewer, and 4 people remaining, which is 3 people other than myself. At this point, it's like, okay, what do you want to do, Expel? Do you want to push down? You want to go for kills immediately? You want to try and shoot the guy that's behind this wall right here? Are you paying attention to the amount of bullets that you have? Because you only have 60 and 50, which is 110 bullets total, which is pretty much, you know, like, I don't know, a third of what you start with. So it's a tough call on what I want to do, but at this point I decide that I do need to get a little bit closer. I want to get the guy that was right below me and see if I can go ahead and take him out. At the same time, I'm thinking about that loadout drop there. You know, people still might be wanting to go to it. So I see a little bit of movement on my left, and I hear I hear some stuff going on over there. I was hoping that they would fight each other, but at this point I'm not even super worried about it. I'm just gonna wait until the circle hits. I'm gonna stand up. We're gonna check our heartbeat. This guy's obviously got Ghost that's down below me, and I see the guy behind the wall. This guy thinks that he's gonna pull something off, and he does get the kill, but I'm sitting on 60 and 11 in my in my ammo, my growl, the amount of AR bullets that I have. I'm slowly getting less and less. So at this point, it's all about using something that's very accurate from a distance, which is why I like to run that MP7 whenever I know that that I'm gonna have to shoot people from a distance. And we catch this guy slowly like walking his way over to me, trying to catch me off guard. We grab some of the ammo out of his gun. We're gonna toss the C4 and cracked the guy down below sitting behind the wall. And we're gonna wait and see if he peeks out, which he does. Easy peasy headshot, guys. Keep that high ground, check your surroundings, and play the end game slow. That's the biggest tips that you can take out of this. Alrighty, guys, that is gonna do it for the video. Once again, if you have not already, please do me a favor and freaking subscribe to the channel. We are once again working our way up to 60,000 subscribers, and if you would subscribe, we'd have another one. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, if you did go on to enjoy, please do me a favor, drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. You can also follow me over on Twitch and enjoy my Discord, as well as follow me over on Twitter. All those links are in the description down below. I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on Twitch, but seriously, guys, I really hope you guys are enjoying tip videos like this, stuff that I really break down solos and try and help you guys out. These are the kind of videos that I really enjoy making and just trying to give you, my thought process, why I do the things that I do, and you guys seem to really enjoy it. But I'd love to get your opinion. Is there something you would have done differently throughout the gameplay? Is this exactly how you want to see gameplays roll out? And do you want to see a really, really cool solo gameplay that I got the other day where I got maybe close to 20 kills in solos? So maybe you would enjoy that. But regardless, thank you guys immensely for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and go watch some of my other videos, or maybe I'm still streaming on Twitch. Who knows? Thanks a ton, guys. Peace.